something in the message was something in my message that I've seen before. I said, oh, we recycling things now. Don't mess with Bob. Bob's messy. I said, I don't know if I can say this part. The man had the audacity to say, I love you. And my homegirl, Malika. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I do reviews, reactions, try on hauls, reactions, and story times. It's been a minute since I've done a story time, but happy Valentine's Day. If you're in a relationship, if you're single, Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday. Love doesn't exist. R.I.P. love. I am doing a story time that has been long awaited. I don't even know if anyone will watch this or if y'all are still interested anymore. I've had a glass of 1942 and I have my Baileys here. I feel like I need to get a little bit loose to be able to tell this story. And I've asked, do you guys want to hear the story of how I found out homeboy was talking to 100 girls? I don't think it was 100. Maybe it was 100. Could have been 1,000. Who knows? And I said, what better time to do it than on a day that's allegedly about love when love isn't real? Let's get into the story. It was way back in 2017. I think it's 2017. 2017, I met this boy named Bob. We're gonna call him Bob. I met a boy named Bob, knew nothing about him, and I was like, ooh, Bob's cute, but I don't talk to boys like that. And also, I know you're gonna be like, Tunde, didn't you say you don't got a boyfriend? Didn't you say you've never been in a relationship? I haven't. This was a situationship. I'm making that very clear. So Bob, I met him at school. I thought he was cute, but I don't go approach men. I don't pursue, I don't shoot my shot. So I was like, this is gonna be very dead, very fast. Time had gone on and my homegirl, Malika, she was like, oh, you should holla at this man because he keeps looking at you. I was like, I don't know, whatever. And life happened, months happened, and eventually like we exchanged numbers and we were texting from summer till the next school year. It was like the end of the school year I met him, and the following school year is when things shouldn't happen. I talked to some girls about him before, because that's what you do as a girl. You're like, oh my god, that boy's cute. What do you know about him? Oh, that boy's cute. Let's talk about him. I was like, oh, there's this guy named Bob. He's so cute. This girl was like, Bob? I said, yes, Bob. She's like, no. Don't mess with Bob. Bob's messy. I said, and I mean, I don't know anything about him, so like, why would I take anyone's word for it? And my naive self, again, never been in a relationship, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna get them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know them myself. I don't know if you know them. Who's telling you this stuff? So I was like, no. And I think I heard this multiple times. Like, yeah, Bob's messy. Bob messes with everyone. I said, no, I don't believe you. And then I think finally after summer had ended and the school year started, we were talking still. And first red flag. I went over to his place, like hang out. And I think as we were hanging out, and again, we were talking, as far as I know, I don't really know what stage we were in, but we were talking. And I saw his phone light up because I think he was, no. He was showing me something on his phone. And then a message comes down, you know how like the notifications go? And it was like some girl sent him a message and it was like pretty like forward. I don't know, like maybe calling him baby or something. I said, oh, this is awkward because we were not even at that level, but we also haven't established anything. So that's very, very confusing to me. And I think he like swiped it up and I just like pretended it didn't happen. Again, we weren't anything yet, but that should have been my second flag, because the first one was someone warning me about him. Time had gone on, I pretended it didn't happen. We started to hang out a lot more, text every day, see each other all the time. We're at school, so school there's not really a way to escape anybody. And I was like, hey, I've never really been in anything, you know this already, but I just want it to be us two. I don't want any messiness. I don't think, because also, by the way, UCSB is a party school, so people are messy anyways. Sucks. And I was like, I just don't want any outside things. I'm not even talking to anybody, because Lord knows I don't talk to people. And I don't talk to anybody. I just would be kind of hoping that you don't either. So this is kind of like a clean one-on-one thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was asking back then, but basically I just said be exclusive. And he's like, yeah, I don't like that anyways. I don't want you kissing on people's and doing stuff. I said, okay. So bet. You said yes. Time had gone on. Let's flash forward to about January. January comes around and he's being sketch as F. And I'm like, it's only been like 6 months or something since we officially were like hanging out more often. I used to post him on my snaps, red flag. And I post him and stuff. The BSU is the Black Student Union. That's how I met him. It's also this small, this small. And I remember I had people on there from it. And I think maybe a couple weeks after he was being sketched, there was this girl. I'm at a party for BSU. Like it's like at the school. So like a school function, and there's this girl who, I remember this vividly, this is January, there's this girl who was staring at me from across the pool, and she was just like, and I said, y'all, she's staring at me. Like, because I was with my friends, and they're like, yeah, no, like, she's staring at us. At this point, I'm like, no, like, she's very much staring at me. The point of someone was like right here, she'd be like, I'm like, okay, what do you really, if you're staring, say something, even though I would probably ran. I was like, say something then. And the party was just very awkward. Her group of friends were being kind of sketch and like looking at me because, again, something was off. I didn't know. And she's staring at me, and I'm feeling some type of way. I think the party either ended or we left early and that whole group was staring at us. I said, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, you know what? Let me go and ask homeboy, because I don't know. I never spoken to that girl, so there was no way that I knew it was like anything personal with us. I don't know her. Just for some reason, seemed like the common denominator. She's black, he's black. They say he's messy, allegedly. Maybe that could be something. Who knows? So I go up to his place, I think that same day. I said, hey, are you talking to this girl? And he's like, why? I'm like, she was staring at me. He's like, some people just don't take a hint, do they? I said, what are you talking about? And he's like, we were talking, but I cut it off though. Did you? Because homegirl was staring at me. He's like, I don't know what that's about, but she liked me. I did tell you that before. You didn't tell me that before because I didn't know. And he's like, yeah, I told you. I said, okay, well, she was staring at me. And he's like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? I was like, I'm just saying she's staring at me. I don't know what's going on. I'm just letting you know, like, things are weird. As far as it's looking, I'm assuming you're not still talking because maybe you would have confronted me. I don't know. She never said anything to my face. I just never had any altercation to this day. So that was 3 years ago. And I'm like, okay, so things are squashed.
I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass.
And then Valentine's Day comes. Valentine's Day is a month after January, obviously. So Valentine's Day comes, and I'm like, ooh, Valentine's Day, I'm talking to a boy, you'll get me something. Girl, you thought. I said, hey, so Valentine's Day is coming up. He said, okay. Okay, you want to get me chocolate covered? This is literally what happened. I was like, you want to get me chocolate covered strawberries, something? I said, okay, that's red flag number what? I lost count at this point. And I never used it being super sketch. And I said, whatever. And then I think maybe like a couple weeks after that, he had a paper and I had to like edit it or something. Not had to, out of the kindness of my heart. I said, I'll edit it for you. So he's like napped out on the couch or something, and I'm on his laptop. And I'm like editing it or checking for grammar, checking things like that. A notification comes up and it's like, Daddy.
That's so fun. You will not get one tear out of me tonight.
Or Zaddy. I said I hadn't had enough trouble. And then another bing comes up, another person, a completely different name. It was like, when you come see me, or when you gonna come see me? I said, okay. Neither of these girls was the same girl from the pool thing. So this is like number 3 at this point. Or number 4, because remember I told you about the girl in the beginning. Yeah, who knows? And I'm like, I am sitting here typing your paper and I'm seeing notifications coming up from people, and I assume we're exclusive or whatever that word means, and this is just getting super messy for me. Let me ignore it. And I keep typing, I'm doing my thing or like editing it, and like another one comes, I say, okay, fuck this shit. So then I click on it, and that's when the psycho side comes out. I click on it and I see like flirting. I don't know if I can say this word. Basically, something in the message was something in my message that I've seen before. I said, oh, we recycling things now. Okay. Close the laptop, I leave, and he's like, what's going on? I was like, I'm going home. I go home. Instead of handling it in person, I text him, I was editing your paper and things came up. I thought you told me that things were exclusive. But I do remember that eventually I went to his house to confront him later. I said, yeah, like, this is not working. Like, obviously there's confusion here. And he's like, I don't know what you want me to do. I told people that it's over. I told them this and this, but they just don't understand. I said, who are you turning us on? Like, it was like a third person talking like I told them. It's up to them. They decide. These people are texting you. I'm seeing these messages. This girl's still actively staring at me. What do you mean you told someone something? If they're looking at me and I'm seeing things and whatever, regardless, the stories are not adding up. And I just cut things off, I guess. So that's like about February or something. I'm hanging out with my friend who lives in the apartment complex opposing him. And I think we were hanging out in some like glass window kind of thing, and you can like see outside, and again, he lives right there. It's a small school. Thing is, I'm just very attentive, hence I do reviews and reactions. And I'm just looking outside and I just like see some person with a suitcase. I don't know why I looked. It was just good timing though. But I see a girl with a suitcase, I see Bob with the girl with the suitcase. I said, who is this? It had to be before that situation. So this is girl 5, 7, I don't know. And I'm seeing this with my 2 eyes. So I see this like youngerish looking girl, never seen her in my life. And I think I messaged him. I was like, I see you with so-and-so. Like, who is that? He's like, that's just a little hoe.
You're not ashamed of yourself. Are you not embarrassed?
I should have told me to run if you're gonna be referring to a girl as a hoe, especially if you're with them too. I said, okay, yeah, I don't slut shame, so I don't really know what that meant. I said, okay, whatever. Obviously, you were not the one. Time had gone on. Weeks later, I'm still in that same little glass thing setting, right? I see homeboy with a whole other girl with another suitcase, and this is not the same one because this one's grown looking versus that little young child I saw. I said, 2 girls from the messages. The girl who was staring at me at the pool party, the first girl with the suitcase, now there's another girl with a suitcase. I'm here. There was a girl who texted you when we first met. I don't even know the number at this point. Bear in mind that one of the girls' messages that came up was someone who went to the school too, but we just didn't talk. So it was like so at that point, I think things were very much dead with us. Very dead. I think. So I think we started talking again.
Wait a damn minute.
You're like, red flags, why would you talk again? After I was like, you know what? We were young, we were in college, boys make mistakes, people grow up. Hey guys, so you're probably wondering why this setting is different. So I filmed this video 4 days ago and left out a very essential part of the story. I was kind of toasted if you didn't notice. Despite me being a foolish girl and going back to homeboy, and I know we were never boyfriend girlfriend, but like going back to someone who says we were exclusive, but then continued to talk to people. And I went back to that despite seeing it all happen because, again, that was my first situation. So I was like, oh, maybe it was just like a once-off situation, even though it was like 5 times. When we were back to talking again, I remember being in his room, like chilling or something, and he had to go do something. And every time I went over, I saw this like teddy bear with like a box under it. Date thing or just a significant other had gifted this, whether that was from him to someone else or vice versa. I remember staring at that every single time I went over to homeboy's place. And I said, this is very weird, especially if like, I don't know. It was just very like, I need to go and see what this is. And then I think this was the one time that I was left in the bedroom alone. And he's like, I'm gonna go and grab something from my car, go pick something up and come back. I said, okay. And I literally was just like, that box, I've been staring at it for a long time. I need it, no, don't do it. Eventually I said, girl, do it. So I ran to the box. So I open it and I screamed. The worst part about this, I don't remember exactly what was written in there, but I told my friends and I'm sure they can vouch for me and like tell me exactly what it was said, because I think I called them. And it was like, for you, Poppy, love you, something, love, future Mrs., his last name. So like, you know, when you call someone else, like I'm their future wife. So future last name. And I said, I've been here since the beginning of the school year. So I don't know when this got here. I don't know the timeline, but also why would you keep exploring college? So you either went back home and got this gift and brought it here despite us being like exclusive and talking as far as I knew. So we have girls with suitcases, girls texting, people staring at me, and now a whole missus when I didn't even know homeboy was even married. No, he's not married, but I was just like, and it was a name I didn't recognize, but I said off. So I think I just put the box back in. He came back and I was like, hey, like just pretended nothing happened. Summer had come and like we were like not really working because it was long distance. That's why I graduated already. But I did see him because I'd go up to his area because I had family that lives there, and went up, we visited, and I was just like, okay, well, like it's nice that we can be friends and everything, just cordial with each other. Despite everything, I kind of confronted the boy about everything that's happened and like how it's just like a lot of messiness, but I thought there was a lot of feelings there, but I still was like attempting that. And then I was like, yeah, we should do this and this and this. Like we had to plan all these things, but can do it as friends. And I think we left. And then he's like, I'm sorry, I can't do this, but I love you.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
Despite everything that happened, the man had the audacity to say, I love you. I love you. And that's the thing. If there's like a friends with benefits or you're just casual, there's a separation between that, and you don't say the words, I love you, and then twisted on someone and said that it's their, like, okay, but yeah, that's the end of the story. That is pretty much how I found out. I found out by seeing it with my eyes, being stared at, getting messages while I'm on his device, while he's showing me his device. Like, it just was all very much, there wasn't like a assumption, like it was like I saw it with my 2 eyes, and I still was like, this guy is giving me life. Ooh, chocolate man. Oh my god, a guy showing me attention. I've never had a man before, but this one liked. No, the man never liked me. It was all for convenience. If you watched it this far, thanks for listening to my story time. I finally filmed it. Hopefully this comes out on Valentine's Day like I planned, because I want to expose the fit. No, joking, but that's it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.